For this project I will use this type of material. Is a number 3 wool. On this occasion I will use medium or beige coffee, and on this occasion I am using this type of material. In case you don't have it, don't worry, use any material you have near your home. And most importantly, that fits your nurse's needs. And on this side I will be using coffee. Let's knit a beanie to survive. And I am going to show you directions as a newborn. Even yes, then you can do it for men. And you will also be able to. Knitting for women I'm going to show you with this one. How we are going to start, but I'm going to start with the color brown, but so that you can see it easier at home. Crochet on this occasion. For millimeters, and we go here to secure our first stitch. Let's go. Weaving as if we were chain stitching. Let's throw. To adjust this first stitch. Then we will knit chain stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 chain stitches in total I will pass. This chain stitch without knitting, and in the chain stitch that follows, I'm going to weave a single crochet. A single crochet. I move on to the next stitch. Single crochet, and here I recommend you to wear this strand. To lose it at the same time as you weave. Your single crochet I pass. Single crochet. Until the end of my whole round I'm going to do it a little bit faster. There at home. Thanks to all the friends who are arriving and leaving their like. Thank you, and thanks to all the friends who have already. Here in this video let's pull the start cord. We adjust and this strand can already be cut. We make a chain stitch, this is the chain stitch height. Let's turn. And in this stitch, I'm going to knit by taking only half of the chain stitch. You single crochet. Half of chain stitch, single crochet. Half of the chain stitch. Single crochet. And I'm going to do this until I complete my entire round. And let's do a little detail, friends. At the end of each round, let's take the full stitch. And this is going to be. I am about to finish here. This is my last stitch. Instead of taking it here I am going to take it from here. And let's knit the single crochet. This is round number 1. And this is round number 2 if you look at it. This round is a relief. This is number 2, we make a chain stitch. Let's turn. This is the chain stitch height, and we are going to take only half of the chain stitch. And let's knit single crochet. If you have set half of the chain stitch, single crochet. Half of chain stitch, single crochet. To start I am taking only half of the chain stitch. At the start of the round. And look here, you can already see. This is my number 1 round. Round number 2. Round number 3. So we are going to count them. And this time friends I am going to give them the indications for all the sizes, but let me tell you, for my friends, look at you. The last stitch is taken complete. From side to side, the 2 parts of the chain stitch and single crochet. Now for friends who are weaving with a different material, I make a chain stitch. I turn and start knitting in half. Of the chain stitch at each start, half of the chain stitch is woven. And only at the end you take the full stitch. Now friends, to give you a nice elastic. And to make your elastic more durable, I will give you a recommendation. Here's my little secret. When you reach the last stitch, what is this one? You are going to take it like this. Complete, you pull and give a small squeeze, a chain stitch. You give a little squeeze. And we knit single crochet. in which it follows. Let's weave normal from now on, it will be normal. Single crochet and single crochet, and here you can see round uno, round dos, round tres, round 4. The multiple this time is 4, okay? Multiple of 4, i.e. you are going to weave. For rounds what will be 1 reason. Or a drawing of our design, and so you will be weaving 4 by 4. Well, I'm going to beat of the game, and apart from that, let's remember. Last stitch we passed. I close and we give a small. I'm going to knit it in this color and I'll be back. I already have the amount I need. For this one, this beanie. Then I already have my elastic here, and let's see how many rounds we are going to leave you. For different sizes, okay. Here goes man's size, let's leave 56 centimeters or 88 rounds. For women we will leave 53 centimeters. Perimeter or 84 rounds for teenagers, 51 centimeters. 80 rounds. For 5 to 10 years, 48 centimeters or 76 rounds. From 2 to 5 years, 45 centimeters or 72 rounds. From 12 to 18 months, 43 centimeters or 68 rounds. From 9 to 12 months, 41 centimeters or 64 rounds. From 6 to 9 months, 39 centimeters or 60 rounds. For 3 to 6 months, 37 centimeters. 52 rounds. And from 0 to 3 months, 32 centimeters perimeter or 44 rounds. And for mirrors from 28 to 30 centimeters. And we are going to leave him 36 rounds. I already have you seen the amount I need. And I'm going to do the following. I'm going to pass. Taking half the chain stitch. I leave a chain stitch in the middle of the chain stitch. I will take from the other side. There I will drink. El primer stitch. You single crochet. On the one hand. Of the other. You single crochet of A. Side another single crochet. And I'm going to do this until completing all round. If you notice, I am taking half the chain stitch and the full stitch on the other side. Let's complete here the whole round and the last stitch. Friends, is this? I take it complete. I pass on the other side and make a single crochet. I'm going to knit him a stitch chain. And I'm going to start in the space here. Here you can see a space U. Single crochet, I move to the other space. Look here, you can see. This is another round. You single crochet. In the next round here you can see the space. Single crochet. Next space, look at. Is another round. Single crochet, here is another round in relief. I leave single crochet here, you can see. Another round that looks like it's underneath, look at it. A single crochet. And I'm going to do this until completing my whole round. So if you left 88 rounds, you have to have 88 single crochet left. If you left 84, for 84 and so on. I will complete all my round and back. I am about to finish the round. I will do the following. I'm going to make him a slip stitch. And I'm going to make a color change. Step keeping the strand upwards. This is garbage. I will knit 2 chain stitches. And in this same space, you a double crochet. So, I'm going to stop by a stitch without knitting. I take double loop and I'm going to take these strands I have left to lose them. I pass a stitch without knitting, and in the next one I will knit. Unstitch. Double. Double loop in the following stitch. Double stitch. Double loop. And it is in this stitch that I passed without knitting I will take it. Here. In this way. And I leave a double stitch to make it stand out. It is necessary to cut the color brown. It must be tried to be placed, these two strands on the back here. And we are going to weave. After the crossing. On the stitch followed by a double crochet. Double loop, pass a stitch without knitting. In the next stitch, double stitch. Stitch following double stitch. Stitch following on the side. From below, I leave the double stitch to make it a relief. This is how it will stay. And I continue to pass a stitch here. To the next stitch, you double crochet. Again. Double loop, pass a stitch without knitting. You my double stitch. Next stitch. Double stitch. And I come back for this stitch that I passed without knitting. Volume. And you a double stitch. And again next stitch. Double crochet. It must be repeated, step 1, and the next one. Double stitch. Next double stitch. And return. Iju. Double stitch. And the next stitch has to be a stitch. Hi. I want to show you that I have already finished the round here. And we will end up like this. Con un relieve. I'm going to stop by here where I have the double crochet and close with a stitch. These two chain stitches, friends and friends, is like leaving the stitch here. High, and that it looks a little more closed. You can also replace it with a single crochet and chain stitch, which would be a double crochet. Now the next thing we are going to do, let's move on. Here is the stitch without knitting, and in the one that follows, you stitch, I'm going to knit double stitch. Next stitch. Double stitch. Like this, and I will return by this stitch that you can see here, which is the first one. And you a double stitch. And I move on to the next stitch, and you a double crochet. To the stitch that is like, because in the middle separating the motifs again, I pass an unwoven stitch with a double stitch next to it, in which it follows double stitch, but if you look at them they are normal double crochets, and in which it follows in relieve. We can now replace this to make it more prominent. Yes, we will do the following. We pass the stitch without knitting stitch that is still embossed. Stitch following. Double embossed stitch. And we will return for this embossed stitch. The first one we passed without knitting an embossed stitch. Next stitch. What is double crochet separation stitch? Again stitch step. Next in relief double stitch. Next stitch in relief double stitch. And I come back for the previous stitch and we weave double stitch. In relieve. Step to where is the double crochet and you a double crochet. And I repeat again. Stitch step without knitting. Double stitch. Next double stitch. Highlight both and return to the one I passed without knitting. End stitch. Double. Complete the entire round. Here to finish. I'm going to pass. I have the single crochet and on the chain stitch. I leave a slip stitch. A stitch chain. Single crochet double stitch chain. Step in the one that follows. You just like in the previous round. Let's go knitting double stitch. En relieve. Double stitch and stitch that is passed without knitting. We have to go back for it and weave it in relief. I move on to the next stitch. Double crochet and again stitch step without knitting. Next in relief double stitch. Next in relief double stitch. I'm back for the stitch I passed without knitting. In double stitch I'm going to take advantage of some rounds. And I will return. And I'm going to come back and tell you how much I left behind, so that you have as a reference. How are you going to weave the advance? And then start closing. Remember friend, leave your like. And I also invite you to Japir this tutorial. I want to show you friends the advance that I already have. Let's measure this part for example. If you love him, do the folding or folding. As I am doing. You are going to measure it from here for example. From here to here. How long is it okay? Then let's see. If you want it this way. Good. There you will measure it from here to where you need it. In my case, specifically friends. I'm going to leave it like this. And we will do the following. Let's leave if you measure from this part to this part. We will leave it for the men 14 centimeters and we begin to decrease. For women 13.5 and I am starting to decrease. Teenagers 13 centimeters and we begin to decrease. From 5 to 10 years 12 centimeters. Of in this case of. If we are going to leave him from 5 to 10 years 12 centimeters from 2 to 5 years. 11.5 from 12 to 18 months 11 centimeters from 9. From 6 to 9 months we will put it from 6 to 9 months 10.5. From 3 to 6 months 10 centimeters. From 1 to 3 months 9 centimeters. And for the Argentines we are going to leave 8.5. And we began to decrease. Then from here to here in this case. Is what you are going to leave him. You are going to measure it from stitch to stitch B. I'm going to make one for lady. And I have to be 14.5 I is approximately. Not reached 14.5. Which would be the equivalent of 6 inches. March 4th and I already need to start. To make the decreases. To make the decreases, let's do the following. I start with a chain stitch. A single crochet I will pass. I leave a double stitch. And in the one that follows we are going to make a double stitch. And close. And I will return. By the stitch I passed without knitting. Again. A double hook. I pass a stitch without knitting. Double stitch. Next stitch. Double stitch to make a decrease. And close and return. By the stitch I passed without knitting and the U in relief. I am going to do this until I complete my whole round. I leave the separation stitch. I pass a stitch without knitting. In unrelief. In unrelief I close. And return. By the stitch I passed. Without knitting my round completely. Once this first round of decline is completed, I raise a chain stitch. I take the embossed stitch. A chain stitch I'm going to pass. I have 2 stitches. This was a decrease. I take it and sew it in relief. And this one that was in relief I take it and sew it in relief. I'm going to move on to this stitch. Lo sew en relieve. I move on to the next stitch. Lo sew en relieve. Next embossed stitch. And this is how I will take it from this side as I reduced it. I only have one left. So I take it in relief. Embossed and double crochet embossed. This is round number 2 of complete decrease. Once this relief round is over, here I have the single crochet and chain stitch. At the bottom, I'm going to pass by and make a slip stitch. 1-2 chain stitches from now on will be the equivalent. And I do. A double hook. And the 2 chain stitches would be 2. I make a double crochet relief decrease. In relief double crochet and clasp. I make 1. And a decrease. Unstitch to relieve. In double crochet and a decrease. A double crochet in relief. And a decrease. Complete my whole round. This is round number 3. Once this round is over, let's move on. At the bottom 2 chain stitches. And we are going to start weaving this round of decreases. I raise this as a decrease. I leave double crochet also on and close I pass. Double crochet on. This is round number 4. Double crochet on. Oops oops oops, ha 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 ha. Come on yes we can, come on yes we can. Ready to on high stitches and close again. Undouble crochet lift. This is a decrease look at. Then we take it complete. And I close all my round. Once my round is over I will move on. Where are these 2 chain stitches? And I slide to close, look how. Is coming up, so I'm going to give it one more round. Of decreases. Levanto 2 chain stitches. For small sizes it must have closed by now. Then you start it. To close as we are going to do next. But since it is a size, for lady we are still going to this round and I close. We continue to make decreases. Second decrease, and so we are going to go. Until the entire round is completed. Double crochet in unrelief. Next emboss double crochet stitch. Un and close. Complete my round. And we need to have our friendship at hand now. Once completed, I will pass. Not where the chain stitches are, to where the closing stitch is. I'm going to release. And some material must be left behind, because we are going to sew. With the help of the teacher, we have been left with this part. I am going to do the following. I'm going to stop by here, through the middle of the chain stitch. Next, they're half of the chain stitch. Look, half of the chain stitch. I will pass from below to the center, below, to the center, and so until the entire round is completed. And here to finish this is my last stitch. I close. This closes all stitches. And I'm going to go through these parts of the outside here. To make it well closed, I'm going to give it 1 or 2 more rounds. Look how completes the perfect closure. And on the inside we are going to lose this strand, step, and here in this part. This is how it will look at the top. This is how it has turned out. This nice hat. I hope you enjoyed it so much at home. But as much as I do. Look, here we are. And ready, nice as always. Easy easy. There at home, leave me your comment. If you liked it, it was easy. You found it difficult. And above all, you would like for more sizes. I hope to read you in the comments. I say goodbye. I thank you very much for your support and your company. And I remind them, subscribe, activate notification bell. And thanks to all the friends who have already left a like. Thanks to those who already know how to japir the video. Thank you infinitely. Until the next.